When removing roof segments, you have two options. You can either flap a roof and get that portion of the roof out of your way, or you can do a complete removal. You want to make sure when you make these cuts on these vertical posts that the last post you cut, if you're doing a complete cut all the way around the roof structure, is the one that is located at the victim. We don't want this roof system to become displaced and fall on the victim, so we make sure that we leave that one for last. To do a roof flap, we're going to make relief cuts at the hinge point of this roof. This is a particularly effective application in vehicles with large roof segments, whether it's minivans or SUVs. We'll show it on this vehicle just to show how it will work. This relief cut needs to basically be a pie cut or a single pass cut. Once you've cut both sides across from one another, you're going to strike this roof panel, creating an indentation or a hinge point in it. Then you can grab the forward segments. Both your A-posts will be cut, your windshield will be cut in line with that cut segment, and you'll simply hinge it back. Try and be consistent in your assessment of cuts and your applications when at all possible. Typically speaking, it's good to make cuts on the vertical posts above the fender and door lines as low as possible. Number one, it'll typically get you out of the way of the compressed gas cylinders, and number two, it prevents you from having a lot of exposed sharp edges when guys are working on the vehicles. The other advantage of it is it eliminates a lot of the windshield cut that you would theoretically have to make if you made a high A-post cut. If you're going to do a complete roof removal, you have to accommodate for this C-post. If it's constructed like this, it may be referred to as a sail post. We want to try and elect the quickest, most effective cut, which is going to be the most narrow portion of this panel, if at all possible. So this is simply accomplished by having bodies to support this roof segment, making single cuts on each side of the C, and then completely removing the roof segment. Again, this can be done with hydraulic cutters or with recip saws.